Hey, so have you ever wondered why you think you're in a deficit, but you're not losing any weight? Okay, we all know you might be self-sabotaging yourself because you're eating your deficit. And let's talk about that for a minute. I'm going to explain to you how this happens. So we all have fitness trackers of some sorts, whether it's on your phone, whether you wear one or whatever. First of all, they're not 100% accurate. I'm going to give you that straight out. There's been studies done. They're not 100% accurate. I wear one to give me a ballpark estimate. So just keep that in mind that, if you're trying to get 10,000 steps a day, you can wave your arm like this and you can get steps. So just keep it as a ballpark, okay? So let me explain to you what happens when you get your budget for your calories, wherever your number is in your deficit. Now, I use an app called Lose It, but there's all kinds of apps. Weight Watchers has an app, and there's MyFitnessPal, Samsung Health, Apple Health, all these different apps, okay? But they're gonna generally do the same kind of thing, what I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna explain to you why you don't eat your deficit and where that number comes from, okay? So this is gonna be a chalkboard talk or whiteboard talk for modern day. And you'll have to excuse my hair, it's a little crazy today. We've been getting weird weather. So let's talk about this first number. I'm hoping you can see this. It's probably reversed for you, so hopefully it's not, but budget. So my budget for calories that I eat mine's a little different, and I'll explain why. I like to have a little more range on Saturdays and Sundays because during the week, I'm pretty strict with my calories. I want a little more flexibility with my eating on the weekend. I want a little more calories because you might go out for dinner with family or friends or whatever you like to do on the weekends. So it's called flexible eating. And what it is, my calories during the week, Monday through Friday, I'm budgeted at 1414. I'm really hoping you can see this. So my budget is 1414 during the week, Monday through Friday. So this is an example of what I did one day, and you'll see the screenshot on the lead-in page so you can understand what I'm saying. So my budget is 1414 calories for the day. We're not talking macros yet. That will be part 2 of this new YouTube series I want to do because people just don't understand. I didn't. I became a trainer and then I understood. Okay, so this particular day, I ate 1,415 calories that I logged in my app. Now, let me give you a caveat there with those apps. Some of them can scan and you can get exact calories. Now, a calorie is not a calorie is not a calorie, but you're in a ballpark. Plus or minus on your food is okay. And here's what I'm going to say to that. Like MyFitnessPal is a perfect example. Lose It's a perfect example. You go in and you type in something that you don't have a little scan bar for. Let's just use a perfect example. We'll say something healthy like an apple. Well, there's like 15 different calories for an apple. There's some that are high, some that are low, some that are in the middle. I'm going to tell you, most people will tell you to go high. I'm going to say go in the middle because look, when you get bids from a vendor to repair your air conditioner, you're not going to go with the low one. You're not going to go with the high one. You're going to go with the middle. Again, this is a ballpark. It's about informed eating and having an idea of what you're doing. Okay. So food, I ate 1,415 calories. So then this particular day, I took a pretty good walk for me, considering I've had back surgery and have had some complications. I took a walk. Well, this in my app tracked that I had a negative 158 calories. Okay, so it gave me credit for 158 calories. This is where people get in trouble. Weight Watchers does this. I'm not dogging on Weight Watchers. I just want you to understand what you're doing. So your exercise, they gave me 158 calories. Woohoo! So a lot of the apps will come back and say, they'll add this number with your budget and say that's how many calories you eat. That is a big red flag. This number, don't eat that. Don't eat it. Because what you're doing is, if you take this number of my food that I ate for the day and you subtract this 158, guess what you get? 1,257 calories for the day. I'm in a deficit of 157 calories because I was 1 calorie over my budget, okay? Don't eat this. Don't look at it as a bonus saying, I walked, I get an extra 158 calories that I can eat. Don't do that. That's where we get ourselves in trouble, because then we take the 1414 and you add the 158. That's going to take you out of your deficit. If you do that 7 days a week, that's going to add up. That's what I'm saying. Don't eat this. Think of it as your savings account that you're trying to save. You're going to lose weight. You're going to save these calories to help you get to your goal faster. Does that make sense? So again, your budget, you'll see this. Don't eat this. Don't think of this. Think of this as long-term savings for your health. Does that make sense? This is where a lot of people I've noticed get themselves in trouble, is because they're eating their deficit. See, I'm actually adding to my deficit because this number here, my budget, is giving me a net calories consumed of 1,257. Now, let me give you a caveat. You're going to have people out there that are going to say, that's not enough calories to maintain muscle mass, blah, 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 blah. Here's what I'm going to say to that. I'm not exercising heavy. I'm walking. I'm building my cardiorespiratory system back up because I haven't exercised in almost a year. I had back surgery. I had to stop training. I had to stop exercising because I was in so much pain. So I haven't really done any real exercise other than just being at work because of the pain. So that's what I'm saying to you. If you're going into the gym and you're pumping iron and you're doing cardio, this number is going to be higher because you're going to have that for muscle mass, right? You don't want to lose your muscle mass. You want to lose fat. You don't want to lose muscle mass. Been there, done that. You do not want to do it. I know what my budget is because I actually had metabolic testing done. So I actually know what my budget is. This is actually probably a little bit lower than my normal because again, I haven't been exercising in a year and I'm trying to build my strength back up. I really hope that this makes it so you understand what these apps are telling you, number one, but two, that you don't eat this exercise number. You don't eat it. Leave it alone. Pretend it's not there. Make it go away. It's your savings account for your health. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll put a link to the app I use. There's a free version and a paid version. Free version's pretty good. I went off of some of the other apps because they started charging quite a bit for them. I went to this particular one, Lose It, and I really like it. It's a very good app. It's easy to use and it's not complicated. The next video I want to do is going to be on macros. You hear people talk about macros all the time. What the heck are they? So we're going to talk about your calorie budget and how much protein, how much carbohydrate, and how much fat. That is macros. Those are the building blocks that help you build muscle, lose weight, and feed your cells and everything else. So we're going to talk about that. There's an easy calculation that you can do to find out, but these apps will do that for you. Some people adjust them, and we're going to talk about adjustments that you can make that might be healthier for you. That's it. I so appreciate you being here. If you feel like you want to forward this video, please tell people to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get this information out to people because, again, it's really hard to lose weight sometimes when you don't understand all this stuff. I started just logging my food. That was it. I just started logging my food, and I'm already down 11 pounds in less than about 2 months. My goal was 1 pound a week, and I put that in my app. So again, I will be going over more on how to use this and use it to your advantage. And that way we can get the fat off. And that's what we want to do. We want to preserve your muscle or build muscle, and we want to get rid of the fat. We want to make you healthier. Thank you. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer those questions. And I will post this information as it shows in my app on the lead-in screen so you can see it in case this is backwards. So anyway, thank you. I really appreciate you being here today, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.